Hey everybody, Big Lyle back for another rare episode. As Professor Two Cent said the other day, I am going to show two books. One Paris, not Paris, France, but Paris, and the other one Jim Gordon. I'm French Canadian, but will do my best in translations. So, as I promised, I'm going to give you as much information as I can on this book, Perry, number one, from 1975. This one was printed in Rio de Janeiro in South America. And what I could find on this, you'll be amazed at how rare it is. So I'll just show you what, and this is the back cover. I'll show you what the inside looks like. And it is in it is in color. Usually these were in black and white, but this one's in color. And I've shown this one on Alan's show, The Comic Collector Geek. But I didn't have as much information as I will share with you this time around. And look how vibrant the blues are. I love it. I found this at a secondhand bookshop here in Canada, and I didn't know very much about it. I didn't get it for very much, probably under $10 Canadian. I've had it for a few years. They are definitely hard to find. I will give you all that information in a little bit. These were adult-oriented comics. And if you find these copies, better pick them up. They're pretty scarce. And let's see here. I got to be careful how I show it because they're showing different parts of the body that I can't show right now. And the last page. So, what I'm going to tell you about this one, what I found out is where it says at the top, Perry, no so joven, no espacio, at the very top here, your title. That means Perry, our man in space. And then the other writing here is science fiction for adults. And down below here, it says a cosmic ecstasy every 2 weeks, and it was 50 cents. So this is based on a character called Major Perry Rodan. It was a long-running sci-fi series. I think over 500 issues. Not this one, a different one. I'll give you more information on. So on the back cover of this one, it's etc. editions, and it says in the next 2 weeks. Danger on all sides. My next adventure is really explosive. Don't miss this new cosmic ecstasy. These were published in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil distribution in Sao Paulo. And it was based on a long-running German character originally created in 1961 by Karl Herbert Scheer, who was born 1928 and died 1991, and Walter Ernsting in 1920, 2005. So the Brazilian-Portuguese series of this one is extremely rare, as there were only 2 titles ever published. This is number 1 and number 2. The series features adult-oriented sci-fi stories and is noted for its distinctive Italian format, similar to the size of the Crypta magazines. Now, I've seen this one for sale for 79 euros, $128 Canadian, $94 US, and 69 British pounds. Perry Rohan, Major Perry Rohan, was a German series in 1961. Now it says, having sold about 2 billion copies in novella format worldwide, 1 billion copies in Germany alone, the first billion worldwide sales celebrated in 1986. As of February 2019, there were 3,000 booklet novels from the original series, 850 spin-off novels, 400 paperbacks, 200 hardcover editions, totaling over 300,000 pages of story. Now, it says that the first 126 were translated in English, published by Ace Books in 1969 and 1978. It also included British translations of only 39 novels. Eventually, they ceased publications in the United States in 1979 due to a financial dispute with German publishers. It led to the U.S. cancellation. So, number 1 of this one, the series had intentionally had a run. They needed a run of 197 issues. Only 2 were published. So number 1 of this one was published in 1975. And number 2 wasn't published until 1988. The estimated print run for these were between 20 and 40,000. And they're hard to find now. Really, really hard to find now. So, and they average now about, the value is about $200. So this other one, I'm just checking my notes here so I don't forget anything. Yeah. So my notes that I have, let's see here, is limited for this one. Jim Gordon. This is Jim Gordon comic number 5 from 1966. There were only 13 issues of this published between 1966 and 1968. And the insides on this one is black and white. This is the back cover of this one. Caramel advertisement. This Jim Gordon one was, stories were taken out of Batman and detective stories that featured Jim Gordon and Chief Clancy O'Hara. Any stories in the comic books that featured just Jim Gordon and Chief Clancy O'Hara, these stories, the Jim Gordon ones from Brazil, had those storylines in it. So I'll just show you a few pages because this one, excuse my fingers. They are in black and white. And I'll give you what the print run was for this and a little bit more information on it, because it was difficult to find. So all 13 issues were all in black and white. This one I've had a long time, just haven't had the opportunity to show it. Now I do. And so on some sites that I saw, claims that this book had 68 pages. I checked all the pages with a different site that showed page for page, and this one never came with 68 pages, and no pages are missing. The page count in this one was 52, not 68. And I'll explain also what issues are definitely hard to find. I hope you've liked the ones that I've shown so far. I love finding this stuff. Again, at a secondhand store. And the last page was an advertisement in color. Bubblegum, I'm assuming chiclets. And none of the crosswords were done. So just give you a little bit of information on that I found. So like I said, they were taken out of the Batman and Detective Comics. If there's any stories of just Commissioner Gordon and Chief O'Hara, these 13 issues are based on that. They had an average print run of between 30 and 60,000. There was only 13 issues from 1966 to 1968, and the Batman TV series from 1966 debuted January 12th, 1966, and this comic book here, that run started also #1 of January 1966. I tried to find a specific date, but I couldn't find it. So #1 was January 66, and #13, the last issue, was late 1968. So the page count for these, so #1 and #2, the page count was 68 pages. #3 was 100 pages. #4 was 64 pages. Now, in some sites, it indicates that #5 had 68 pages. Well, this one I have is 52 pages, and there's no missing pages. They all correlate to the sites I've been on. Could have been an error. #6 had 52 pages. #7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, and 13 all had 68 pages. So #3 was the only one to have 100 pages. They all have black and white interiors. Issues that are extremely hard to find are issues 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 11. Most issues from issues 4 to 11, if you can find them, I think on a place in Brazil called Mercado Livre. I think it's like an eBay site that sells and old books, vintage books. They showed issues 4 through 11 selling for about $20 Canadian. I haven't been able to find anywhere I'd have bought them. And let's see here. Yeah, they were published by a company called RGE, which is Rio Gráfica Editora. It was a Brazilian comic book publisher that was founded May 30th, 1952. And yeah, the information on this was slim to none. So I'm glad that I was able to show it to you. And if there's anybody out there that can shed any more information on this stuff, that'll be great. So not long ago, before I started to do this particular one, I was contacted by a collector in Brazil that had the entire set from issues 1 through 13, and he wanted $400 Canadian. So I'm in talks with him because shipping is through the roof. So as soon as I find out if I've decided to purchase all 13 issues, that will be in a future episode. So if there's anybody here that's listening, could shed any information on this book, any more than what I just did, and on this one, again, if I find number 2 of this, another future video will be done. So I'm glad to have shared it with you, and that's all I have for you, folks. So if you like this, comment, and subscribe. I'm enjoying this. As of the last I checked, I was up to 175 subscribers and with over 3,200 views. So that's like unbelievable. When I decided to start this just over a month ago, I mean, I know I have a lot of friends in the community, but it's everybody else out there. It must be spreading the word because it's just unbelievable. So this next book I'm going to show, and not today, but in the future, because I have to do some research on it. And it's not a comic per se, but it's called Modern Mechanics and Inventions. And this one here was from the early 1930s. And this is what the cover looks like. But there's a big story behind it, which I will share with everybody when I get a few more facts. Well, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate everybody that watches. I really do. I'm not just saying that or talking through my hat. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a good day. God bless.